So 1 John 5:5. Who is he that overcomes the world, but he that believes that Jesus is the Son of God? This is he that came by water and blood, Jesus Christ, not by water only, but by water and blood. And it is the Spirit that bears witness, because the Spirit is truth. I don't have time to go all into this, but this, even though I know King James put a capital S there because the translator said, okay, they might probably talking about the Holy Spirit, so I'm going to put a big S. But in the Greek, it's just the word pneuma. It leaves it to the context of whether it's talking about the Holy Spirit or the born-again Spirit. So the translator said, oh, this is the Holy Spirit, but it's not the Holy Spirit. This is the born-again Spirit. And the born-again Spirit bears witness because the Spirit is truth. Okay, what are you bearing witness to? You're bearing witness to the first part of verse 6, was that Jesus came by water and blood. And the reason the born-again Spirit bears witness is because that's how you get born again. When it says Jesus came by water and blood, that's the gospel. So what is interesting, with a point I want to get across, is we commonly think we have such a watered-down gospel that we preach. Oh, if you believe Jesus came and died for your sin and then you make him the Lord of your life, you'll be saved. And technically that's true. But again, we have a mealy-mouse gospel. It's like we're almost afraid to say, accept Jesus' free gift of life, but we're afraid to say, and then when you do, you're changed. You walk righteous. You have a new nature, a new conscience, new desires. So follow those new desires. The old desires are gone. Even though you may be tempted in your body, you can deny those old desires so you can walk righteous. And so we're very afraid to preach the whole gospel, which is, look, yes, he's going to forgive you. You're going to get new life. It's all by grace, but you're going to be a new person, expected to walk a new way, a new life. Old things are passed away. All things become new. So when it says here, Jesus came by water and blood, and it's the born-again Spirit that bears witness, because that's how you become born again, by bearing witness that Jesus came by water and blood. And that's why it says in verse 8, and there are three that bear witness in the earth, the Spirit, the water, and the blood, and these three are one. So in other words, these three, the water, blood, and the Spirit, are all one, because if you take away the water or the blood, then you no longer have the born-again experience. But if you do hold on to the water and the blood, these three are one. That born-again Spirit makes all this one, because that's how the Spirit got born again. That's why in verse 6 it says the Spirit is truth. It doesn't